according to Toastmasters, there are 4 different communication types. There is the supportive communicator, the analytical communicator, the initiating communicator, and the direct communicator. And here's the differences between these communication styles. Supportive communicators are often really good listeners. They're empathetic. They're kind. If they are communicating, they often do so in a way that is being very mindful of the feelings of whoever they're talking to. The downside, because all of these speaking styles have their pros but also have their cons, the downside for supportive communicators is they can come across as a little bit indecisive. They're wishy-washy because they don't want to disrupt or hurt somebody's feelings from time to time. Then there's the analytical communicators, and these are the people who know their data. They have their numbers, they have charts, they have factual information. And when you're communicating to an analytical communicator, if you're telling stories and being very abstract, your message probably isn't landing with them. They want concrete data. So we know that they're factually correct. That is a positive. The downside is that a lot of communication for keeping people's attention has to do with dynamic and spontaneous and being creative. And analytical communicators struggle with that. They are much more formal. They often struggle with vocal variety, so that is a challenge for them. Then you have initiating, and initiating are very good at being spontaneous and creative and outside of the box. These are people who are energetic, they're fun-loving. The challenge that they have, because they're often very good presenters, the challenge they have comes to listening. They are often thinking about what they want to say, and they don't always tap into hearing what the other person is saying, and that can create some friction in conversations. So it's important, if you're an initiating communicator, that you're really mindful of trying to hear what the other person is saying in one-on-one conversations. And finally, we have direct communicators, and these people are to the point. They're often the lone wolf type, they're often competitive, but they are direct. They tell you the information. They cut through all of the fluff and they deliver that message. And sometimes that's refreshing because, especially in Canada, we like to tiptoe around different things, whereas direct communicators will tell you the information you need to know. The downside is they can come across as a bit aggressive sometimes or rude. And if you get a direct person talking to a supportive communicator, that might lead to some frustration in communicating both ways.